Hello, my fellow healers. My name is Adina, and I'm that healing girl. And in this pick a card reading, we're going to be talking about the energies of Pisces season. Now, Pisces season is already past. It happened on February 18th through March 20th. However, in true Mercury retrograde fashion, I was posting so many things with the Pisces energy in it that I literally forgot to post the Pisces reading. So this will be more of a reading about not only what Pisces season has already brought into your life possibly, but what it's also bringing in. And when I think about why I forgot, I remember that now Mercury retrograde has actually transitioned into the energy of Pisces and out of the energy of Aries. And I just remembered it like the other day. And I was like, how did I forget this? Mercury retro has been very hectic and crazy, this particularly in Aries energy. Some of you might have already felt a lot of it. Um, it's been very tumultuous. Actually, personally, on a personal note, if many of you have had electronic breakdowns, car breakdowns, my car broke down. I ended up having to sell it for scrap, essentially, during Mercury retrograde. Just before the Mercury shadow period, I also had fractured my ankle, and there's just been a lot of other things that have happened as well. So this one felt particularly chaotic. Pisces might bring a little bit of Neptunian energy into the mix towards the end, and it might calm it down a little bit. So you might, even though Pisces season is already passed, I might be getting some strong Pisces reads still, and things might be still playing out from Pisces season that have not quite yet happened or come into fruition, but are coming into fruition now that Mercury retrograde has transitioned into Pisces. So I hope that makes sense. We're using the Whispers of the Ocean card deck, and literally, and I will post this link up, a channel called Chantress Seba came up just in my feed, literally entitled Whispers of the Ocean, and I picked this deck yesterday before even doing this reading. So I feel like maybe it was supposed to be late, but we shall see. This is pile number 1 with this Amazonite crystal, pile number 2 with this Lepidolite crystal, and pile number 3 with this Howlite crystal. So it's actually blue Howlite, which is actually dyed Howlite. These are all very calming, soothing, energetic crystals. So if you've had a very tumultuous Mercury retrograde, this reading might come at a time when you need it. Again, Pisces, Mercury retrograde energy is actually transitioning into Pisces. It transitioned into Pisces after the new moon in Aries on the 29th. It transitioned on the 30th, and it will stay there until Mercury retro goes direct. So without further ado, pile 1, 2, and 3. I'll see you in the reading. And again, as always, and I'm keep meaning to say this, but take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind, trusting you're exactly where you need to be at this moment. I truly believe that when you come to this channel, you were meant to hear it for a reason, and take what vibes and leave the rest behind. All right, see you in the reading. Okay, pile number 1 with this Amazonite crystal. And Amazonite is a crystal of memory. Lately, I've been pulled into doing a lot of dream work. I'm using, I'll list all the oracles, but I'm using the Magical Spirit Oracle, and I'm using the Moonly tarot deck. Because I'm feeling this is very, the moon and the ocean have a symbiotic relationship, and Pisces is very much tied to the ocean and water. The Pope in this deck is the Hierophant in reverse. You have the Ten of Wands, the Six of Swords, You're walking away from something in the Knight of Swords. And with the Hierophant can represent establishments, ideas, and traditions. It's ruled by Taurus. We will be going into that Taurus energy later on in April. So maybe some of you are Tauruses as well, or you have a very foundational. I feel like this pile, what happened during Mercury retrograde for you is your foundations and roots are being challenged. This has a familial feel to it. The Ten of Wands speaks to the burdens we carry, and I think this speaks to the burdens that we think we must carry because they are the way things have always been. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. The way things have always been in our family, and this is the way we do it. And some of you, with this Hierophant in reverse, are wanting to release from some old stagnant energies that have to do with familial, ancestral energy, familial energy as to, and some of it's kind of toxic. Yeah. It's like old, outdated genetic codes. You're releasing that. It's more than just releasing ideas from your family pile, number one. You're releasing it from your DNA. You're releasing it from your source code. That's the channel message I got. You're releasing it from your source code. Your high self wants you to know that you don't have to do things that way anymore. A lot of you in pile number one are battling with family members that are very traditional, and they might live in red states. They might be very religious, or if they're not very religious, maybe you want to be religious and they don't believe in that there's anything, that they believe that in the sky god is a myth. Maybe they're atheists, right? It doesn't have to be one or the other, but whatever you're doing, you're bucking that belief system. Some of you are bucking family expectations, and you might be afraid with this sword energy that they're going to cut you off, or you might be wanting to cut them off, or maybe there's like cutting out of the wheel. This is the energy that I'm getting. But no matter what, with this Knight of Swords, you are making a stand, and you are putting your stake. You are standing 10 toes down on your position, because you are having a complete overhaul. It's not just mentally, it is actually at a DNA, cellular, source code, light body energy level, and you're walking a brand new path for you. Yeah. And this is not a negative thing, it's a positive thing. Mercury retro in Aries is bringing it in strongly. And with this Pisces, in Pisces season, you're definitely in your feels. And right now, because you're in Mercury retro in Pisces, which I talked about in the last Mercury retro reading, it can bring in energies of confusion. You might be feeling like, oh, am I doing the right thing? You might even be feeling a lot of confusion, like you don't know which direction to go into. You don't have to make any decisions right now, but just know that you do want to follow your heart and intuition. If it feels like in your bones so wrong to basically continue on the way you've always been, don't force yourself to do it. Let your soul decide, pile number one. Yeah, I'm getting, it's a really, it's resolution. You have resolution. Yeah. You have resolution. And no matter what happens with the Six of Swords, you're letting the ships fall where they may, and you're moving. You're moving into your own space. It's almost like you feel comfortable in your own skin now. Some of you are moving away from the expected gender that you were born in. And some of you are moving away from expected sexuality norms. Yeah. It could go either way with this energy. Maybe you're LGBTQ and you're like, well, maybe I want to, you know, date somebody in a heteronormative way. And maybe, or maybe the other way. You're heteronormative and you're having feelings for somebody of the same sex, and you're feeling very like shook by it because it goes against everything, and yet you know in your heart this is the right way to go. Yeah. Yeah. And with this Knight of Swords and the Six of Swords, it's the feeling is not scattered. The emotions are scattered right now, but wait for after Mercury retrograde, everything's going to coalesce and you're going to kind of know what it is that you need to do. Let's see. The Alchemist. Oh no, I don't break that easy. Not anymore. Instead, I use things as fuel. So with this card, it's about transforming your trauma into a usable situation. And I think what that comes to for you, pile number one, is that this trauma might feel counterintuitive now, but later on it's going to be constructive in a creative way. You might use this trauma to create poetry, write book, make a documentary, make a YouTube channel. Like this trauma will be constructive because it'll help other people navigate their own journey out of, change into confusion into a resolute plan for how they want to show up in the world. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Let's see, with this Alchemist card, I won't read the whole thing, but I will put the Alchemist card up so that you can read it. I hope I don't have a focus problem like I did before. Let's see. Where are we at now? Page 131. I will read a little bit, but not too much. So, this is the Alchemist. Affirmation spell. I light the spark of power and strength within my heart. Yes, you know, your heart knows. Pile number one. Let me see if I can get this close to, hopefully it's like, there we go. Okay, hopefully you can read that. Yeah. This is the hero's path, gaining of strength, the path of empowerment. Heartbreak, challenges, trauma, being underestimated, failure. Why should we let things keep us down instead of seeking to use them as opportunities to overcome, to make ourselves proud, to strengthen our minds, to become a higher human and learn from them? This is the path of the hero. Some of you, many of you, are, let me see if I can, there we go. Hopefully you can read that. Many of you are coming into your hero's path, and you are fighting for what you believe in as well. Yeah, some of you, you're bucking the system. You are becoming uniquely you. 15, adrift in shallow water. Take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace. Yes, notice the small things and appreciate them. That is how you are going to get through, by connecting to your inner peace. And again, I will put this here. Hopefully you can read it. There we go. You are engaged in a period of soul searching. You may feel you want to seek the truth at all costs. You may desire a new direction, and as a result, have recently begun a journey of self-discovery and contemplation. This pursuit is mainly a solitary quest because the answers do not lie in the external world, but within you. You may choose to be alone and withdraw from the world around you. This will allow you to retreat further into your own private world and experience a deeper sense of quiet. Be happy where you are and be in no hurry for advancement. Be patient with yourself and others. Move slowly and find joy in the beauty of your day-to-day life. If you have been rushing around, consider this an opportunity. You can be more productive and less stressed simply by slowing down your pace. Green sea turtles are often found swimming alone in shallow waters. A turtle may travel long distances across oceans to return to its origin beach, where it will breed. Turtles use their long flippers to move gracefully in the water and can appear to be drifting. Unseen exertion and plans can make achievement look effortless, especially when they make the most of the currents and energies available. Yes, and from what I get from that is that if you go into the source serendipitous energy, you will also find guides and mentors to help you along your path, whatever this is. I feel like you're changing your complete way of being and believing, and you are alchemizing and completely regenerating into a completely new person. Whether this be an actual change of who you are, or whether this be an actual change physically, or both. I think it's everything. You are changing everything about yourself. If it is not a transition of gender, it's a belief system. If it's not a transition of belief system, it's like a complete overhaul of your soul. You might even start to dress differently, pile number one. And this is a beautiful change because you are reflecting the actual true radiance of who you are as a person, and that no one can take away from you. And you are doing this in such a brave and fearless way. And right now, your soul is calling the shots. Your higher self is calling the shots. And wow. Wow, this is amazing. It's not going to be an easy journey, but it will be a journey that will be worth it once you get to the end of it. Of course, then it'll begin a whole new journey. But this particular transition in your life, pile number one, will change the course of your entire life. Wow. Yeah. And that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did and it resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and comment below with a heart emoji, a blue heart emoji, or maybe a Pisces or fish emoji. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, pile number 2 with this Lepidolite. Lepidolite is an amazing crystal for depression, anxiety, and for calming. It's amazing for dreaming and getting into a dream state. Someone who's been recently learning about lucid dreaming. It's a very, very intuitive crystal, and it's great for insomnia, anxiety, that feeling when you can't go to sleep, that feeling when you're just breathing hard and you're not really hyperventilating, but you kind of feel like you're panicking, that feeling. Lepidolite is amazing for that. The Hangman in reverse. Yeah. Four of Cups. The Magician. Page of Cups. So much heart energy, and this might even be a Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius. With the Magician, it's basically the card where you have all the tools at your disposal. You have everything that you need. But for some reason, with this Hanged Man energy, there's a need for you to step back and reassess, and you're kind of resisting that. You want to rush ahead a little bit with this Page of Cups energy, and you want to sort of dive in head first. This might be a relationship and or a project or career move. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. But this Four of Cups energy is telling you to go into a little bit of a meditation mode, to take a time out for a moment, to recharge, reset, take a breath, and reassess everything. Some of you are trying to create a work of art as well. and you might be like stuck. I'm getting like the vibe I'm getting is like writer's block, or like yeah, a stuck energy. A stuck energy, and you're trying to like power through. And that is not the way to go right now. The powering through, and some of you even feel uninspired. Yeah. What is it all for? You might have some kind of a sense of ennui about, I think this is about a relationship or a passion project or artistic project, creative endeavor, or a job. That's the vibe I'm getting. It's something that you would put your heart into, right? Your drive into. And one of the reasons why you're feeling that way is that Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde are both happening right now. Venus retrograde is making you assess basically what it is you want out of life. And whether it's this relationship, this passion project, I think the passion project relates to a specific artistic career that maybe you at one time were like so gung-ho for, and now you're just like, I don't know if I want to do it anymore. What is it all for? And with the Hangman in reverse, this is not a sign for you to like, give up or anything. This is a sign for you to reassess. And with this Magician, this is probably something you're really, really good at. But is it calling to your heart? With this Page of Cups, is it calling to your soul, your heart, and your desire? And that is what you need to figure out right now. And rushing through to either dump it or try and hurry up and finish this project and just get out of the way. That's the Aries energy of Mercury retrograde and Aries season talking right now. Don't fall into that. What you need is a slow and measured approach. You might even, what I'm getting too, what might help you is a pros and cons list. And the pros and cons list is not necessarily functional. It's more about, how does this make me feel? Versus, and do you think this is a temporary lull? Or do you think that, I'm getting the image, some of you are painters, and maybe you just want to throw all your paintings and paintbrushes in garbage. Yeah, and this is because you're uninspired. Yeah. It feels emotionally risky to keep going, and it might be something that you, that people have kind of like mocked you for, like, oh man, you want to be an artist, you want to be a writer, you want to be a poet, whatever. Oh yeah, the Lover. I'm getting, and I feel like if I pull another card, maybe the Lovers might come up, because you have a choice to make. It's safe to surrender to the good feelings. The Lover, Aphrodite, passion, and abundance. With Pisces season right now, with Neptune happening, with Pisces energy, even though we're out of Pisces season at the moment, with Pisces energy coming in with this Mercury retrograde in Pisces, let yourself just kind of go into those feelings deeply. Let yourself go into the apathy, into the uninspiration, into the I'm bored. What is behind that feeling? Is it fear? Is it, I'm getting that some of you, it's like fear of failure. And so you just are stuck, paralyzed, and frozen. And so what you think is ennui is actually just, not just, but is actually fear. Fear of pushing through, because then you'll have to like sink or swim, right? You'll have to deliver on your idea. But the thing is, this is life, and we do get a chance to correct and change. If something's no longer calling us the way it used to, we can correct course, be that a person, place, or thing. But in your case, I think the universe and your soul knows there's still more left. You're just stuck right now, and you're stuck behind emotions like fear. There might be some shame, there might be some pain, there might be some trauma, there might be some low self-esteem, particularly with the magician coming up, because you have everything you need to do. Why are you stopping at this moment? And ask yourself that question. Why am I stopping? What's holding me back? Why do I feel stuck? Really, really. And I think you might be afraid of the answer. If the answer is like, I don't want to do this anymore, and you've put all this work, time, and years into it, then that's also scary, right? So either way, you're looking at fear. Yeah. And the Lepidolite crystal is going to help you. It's going to help you flow through and out of the emotions and just look at it from a calm and unaffected place, from a place of objectivity. It says, I'm indulging in feelings of joy and pleasure. So, and Aphrodite rules beauty. She rules love. She rules pleasure. It says, sometimes we seek abundance on the outside when really the most abundant experiences happen within if we allow them to, like feelings of bliss, excitement, romance, and passion for the good life. Sometimes we don't allow ourselves to fully surrender or indulge in beautiful feelings because we don't trust them. We fear that they could end, which may lead to devastation, or we think we don't deserve them. It takes bravery to feel the full spectrum of emotions. The taller the tree, the deeper the roots, the higher the heavens, the lower the hell. You cannot live filled with fear. Yes, humans are here to experience deeply. Allow yourself to become filled with passion and romanticize your life, yourself, your love, your projects, your future, your work, your art. Appreciate these things fully and deeply. If you get excited about something or someone, let yourself. It is safe to surrender. You will be more than okay. You will feel truly alive. Let the butterflies transform you from within, bringing with them magic, elevation, and power, new things and new beginnings. Look within yourself for the abundance you seek, a sure way to magnetize yourself to even more of it. Now is time to fully embrace your goddess energy. Yeah. Like Aphrodite, lavish yourself with pleasurable feelings and lean into romance. If you feel this, pull this card, it could mean there's a lover or potential lover in your life you've been hesitant about. Is this fear true, or are you just scared? If you've been closing yourself off, maybe it is time to open yourself up to the idea of true and passionate romance, but only if it's going to add value to your life. Yes. And I will let you read the manifestation enhancer. I hope you can see it. Yeah, because I've been having a little bit of problems with the focus. But yeah. And you can go ahead and screenshot that. So yeah, some of you, many of you in this pile, you're looking at a choice of whether or not to pursue a relationship, job, or passion project, artist, or career, or you're in it and you're not sure if you want to continue because you're hesitant about the future. And this card is saying, trust in the feelings of your heart. But with this hangman, don't rush in. Don't leave either. Hang out for a while with those feelings and see where they take you. Take note. Your answers are being given to you. Quieting external voices and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. Some of you are escaping into distractions because you don't want to hear what your soul has to say about the situation. Yeah. I'm going to hold this up here. It says, take a moment to really hear what's being said. Put aside any preconceptions and allow yourself to imagine a new approach to this situation. Stepping back and paying attention in this way will enhance your inner voice and bring in new insight. You can honor stillness while listening to others. By doing this, you will create better relationships and allow your inner light and love to shine out towards others as a means of communication. You may find it easier to feel this in your body. Imagine how it would feel to engage in what is being offered by another. For example, know how your body anticipates the dinner you're invited to. Does it feel relaxed and calm, or do you feel tight and stressed? Your body's response to an opportunity or conversation might signal whether something is a good fit for you. Your body acts as a barometer. It takes in what is happening and gives you feedback accordingly. Listen to your body to receive more clarity. The Hawaiian monk seal is the only seal native to Hawaii. It is currently an endangered species. Monk seals are agile and sleek in the water. They do not have external ears, just small openings. This symbolizes balance between outward hearing and paying attention to inner knowing. Monk seals are very curious. Curiosity and imagination can be the spark needed to create a new flow of energy. Listen to your inner voice or intuition and follow the guidance you are receiving. Yes. Explore this whole situation with an attitude not of judgment or fear, but of curiosity and exploration. Feel into the answers. Allow yourself to face the truth of what you feel, and then you will know whether or not to continue on with this situation, person, place, or thing. And that is the reading I have for you, pile number 2. I hope it resonates with you, and I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe below. Comment with the blue heart emoji, fish, or Pisces symbol. And I will talk to you, or I should say, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, pile number 3 with this blue howlite, which is actually just white howlite dyed. And I love this stone. It has such a calm vibe to it. Howlite is great for when you're trying to very calmly and quietly. Ooh, there's 2 spirit cards. Magical spirit cards. Howlite is great when you want to calmly search for spiritual answers. Let's see what comes up with pile number. Oh, yeah. Death in reverse. 4 of Swords in reverse. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles. So the Death card, again, is not usually not a scary card. It usually means transformation, but it can sometimes mean death. I mean, right now in the world, there's been a lot of death energy. A lot of famous people have been passing away. That might be reverberating into your life, but and showing up in your life. Maybe loved ones passing on, or maybe people that have passed on are trying to communicate with you, right? But it's normally a powerful card of transformation. It usually means that something within you is dying off and you are transforming into something else. And that's not a bad thing. But it can be quite an uncomfortable thing. With this in reverse, it means you're resisting some changes that need to happen in your life. You are, and for this pile, I think it has to do with releasing a lack mindset. Yeah. Some of you want to get to a Queen of Pentacles aspect. The Queen of Pentacles, she's kind of got it all together. It's very Taurus energy, so some of you might find resolution in Taurus season. With 7 of Pentacles is when you're investing. You might have experienced some, this pile, I feel like, has definitely experienced some losses financially, and strongly, perhaps, through an investment that you have actually made, like something physical, a car, a house, or whatever didn't pan out the way you wanted it to be. But a lot of you is also the stock market, 401ks and investments that you have made in crypto and things like that. And this current economy is crashing, and it might be kind of devastating you. It's forcing you to look at certain things in a different light in terms of how you feel and handle money, material things. and property. And you might not want to do that. Some of you are still living sort of high on the hog, the way you were before this happened. And others of you are going into a fear mindset. But at the end of the day, you want to get back to your Queen of Pentacles energy. But refusing to change, to make the changes necessary for that, is not going to get you there. I will definitely say that. I think you need to change the way that you look at value of your assets. Yeah. Some of you might have either gotten a fortune and squandered it, or maybe you lost out on a wheel as well. And so how do we turn that energy around? How do we transform in this space? That is what we're being asked. Yeah. How do we not be in denial, but accept what has happened, but at the same time, not let it define and crush us? And with this, whatever happened, you're recovering from it. It rocked you with this Four of Swords. It's upheaval, and you're resting. And please do take the time you need to rest. But what solution? And let's see what the magical cards. Oh yeah, move in alignment. Move in alignment. I am in divine flow. I move in alignment, yin and yang, unity, balance, energy, and manifestation. And this has the energy of the Wheel of Fortune card, which is a major arcana. And the Wheel of Fortune card, the logic of what comes up must go down. Right now, you're in a down cycle, and everything in life moves in cycles. So the logic of that is, even if you're on a down cycle right now, the up cycle is coming at some point, because that is just the logic of the universe. Look at this. Don't worry, darling. You'll find your way. The red rose, overcoming obstacles, finding joy, carefree. Some of you are focusing on everything that you've lost and everything that is going wrong. And the universe is saying that is not how you bring in abundance. That is not how you thrive. You thrive by bringing in the energy of hope, of joy, and things like that. And how you do that when you're in a very, very horrible situation is you try and find small things, and you hang on to those. You hang on to those small joys, and you try and lean into that small bliss. And eventually you can start to gain a little bit of strength from that small seed of hope, right? And from there you can start to build more moments of bliss. And that is, it's not an easy process. It's a hard process. And it requires really that you let go, that you accept where you are right now, and that you let go of the outcome. You're like, I'm here. This happened, and now what? And the what, not forcing like, oh, I'm here now, and then all these terrible things are going to happen. That could happen, but that has not happened yet. And so the universe is asking you to know that right now, this has happened, and right now you can move into a safer, more stable, not only mindset, but place. I'm hoping that makes sense. And I'm really trying to explain this in a way with compassion, because I know that this is a very, very raw time for you, pile number 3. Which is probably why you got that Howlite. That Howlite will soothe your ragged nerves right now, because you're just in a panic state, and the panic state is not helping. You're also on the downward spiral in terms of your mood, and it's okay. It's okay. You're there. It's okay to be there, but the universe is saying you're there, but don't stay there. Acknowledge that you're here at the low point, but don't stay at the low point. Don't let the low point define you. Yeah. And a lot of you are trying so hard to like power through and not really like acknowledge everything, that you're not letting yourself actually feel the pain of this. You're like trying to be okay, but you're not okay. Like you suffered a huge loss, probably financially, and it's dashed your hopes. And instead of trying to like be like, I'm fine, I'm good, and have this face to the world, just acknowledge, hey, I'm not fine right now. This happened and it sucks. Let's see. The yin and yang, unity, balance, energy, divinity manifest. I'm balanced and I'm in divine alignment. When you get back into this neutral state, it's very important for you to get to a neutral state, because right now you're in a panic state because of what happened. Because of losses in your life. And again, like I said, with this death card, it could be actual people that passed away. But for many of you, it is a loss of like something physical, a car, a house, an inheritance, stock portfolio, that type of thing. It says both your feminine and masculine natures are incredibly powerful. However, when they merge, you become a force to be reckoned with. You cultivate a mystical effect in your life where everything seems to flow in your favor. You become a match with the divine, which holds both polarities in harmonious balance. This is ultimate power. Do not underestimate or neglect either side of this coin. So I will let you sort of screenshot this. It says, with the manifestation enhancer in particular, experiment and explore different sides of yourself, with particularly those you feel unfamiliar with. What are you resisting? Lean into these sides with curiosity. Approach your love life, career, ambition, creativity, or routines in a new way. Watch them expand and evolve. Practice embracing a new type of energy. Research feminine versus masculine energy characteristics. And I think that, being in the flow for you is going to be embracing both action and rest, right? They're both emotions, crying and tears, and strength. Yeah. Because a lot of you are going into this solar Aries place, and you need to marry it with the Pisces energy. This marriage of not only Mercury retrograde that flowed from Aries, which is fire, into Pisces, which is water, I think is a huge metaphor for you, pile number 3, for like learning to be in the flow of both of these energies, masculine and feminine energies, and learning to embrace sadness and joy at the same time, things like that. This is a message from your spirit guides. Just don't worry, darling. You will find a way. You will overcome this obstacle. Let's read a little bit about the red rose energy, because that is the hope aspect. The yin and yang is the neutral aspect of we're here now. The red rose card is, yeah, we're here now. Now what do we do about it? And I want to be hopeful. I want to be joyful. And how do I find my way back to my joy and my abundance? Let's see, this is page 66. Yeah, it says I freely flow and find my path. I nurture my joy. An ally and guide, the red rose represents a being that blooms even in impossible situations. I'm getting the vibe of this Rose and Concrete song. Aaliyah, I think it was Aaliyah and DMX. This particular rose grew from the concrete of the sidewalk. Nature always finds a way. She has an all-seeing eye at the center of her petals. She has used her insights and magic to overcome all odds and obstacles in her way, even when others didn't believe it was possible. So you can overcome this. Pile number 3, you can overcome it. I'm just going to put that up there. It says, the manifestation enhancer, try and ease your doubt and worry as hard as it may be. Seek to find joy and playfulness in doubtful situations, especially when you're feeling stuck. Laugh whenever you can, watch comedies, and surround yourself with lighthearted people. This energy will help you get through or figure out whatever it is that you need to do. Yeah, let's see. 35. Help appears in various ways. This is your spirit guides. Your spirit guides and the people around you that care about you. Your spirit guides are also sending, and whoever is in your spirit world, or if you don't believe in anything, the universe is sending you help. It's sending you support. Since there's much support for you, sometimes you may get so adrift you forget to look at the support systems that are with you continually. Yeah. I'm just going to hold this up and read a little bit. It says, like treasure washing up on the shore of a sandy beach, sometimes guidance comes in bits and pieces. You will need to wait until you have the full message. You may soon be receiving an inspiring or unexpected news. This could appear as an aha moment, bringing new information or needed revelation. Pay attention to signs and omens. Pay attention to dreams, conversations, and other forms of communication. Pay attention to your self-talk. Whether you perceive you have help or not, you are loved. You have inner guidance, community, spiritual support, and awareness. Yes. Be sensitive to others who need your help, knowing that support is there for you also. Don't worry. Don't worry. Again, don't worry, darling. As you have everything you need to move forward or possibly take a new direction, you have an ocean of assistance waiting to help you out. The key is to ask for guidance. Parrotfish is a vibrant fish that eats coral and assists in creating sand for beaches. Parrotfish have teeth that are fused into a strong tool that can break through coral rock. Even when something seems impermeable, the parrotfish reminds you that there is a way to get through this. Your inner voice or knowing may hold the key to alternative solutions. Yes, your inner voice, your guides, they're going to show you the way. So find moments of joy and laughter to get you through this. If it's grief, I'm really holding your hand, pile number 3, energetically, because I have been there as well. If this is grief over a loved one lost, if this is a lost fortune, you will find your way back to abundance. Yes. Change your energy. Change your outlook. Find people to help you do that. Find people to help you remember joy and happiness. If you don't have anyone, search out a group and ask the universe and your guides to please send me to people to help me find my joy again. Yeah. And that's the reading for you, pile number 3. I hope it resonated for you. If you did enjoy this reading, please like, subscribe, and comment below with a blue heart emoji or a blue fish or a Pisces emblem, a symbol. All right, well, I will see you in the next one, pile number 3. Hang in there. I know it's tough. I'm sending you so much love. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.